Welcome back, American coin hunter. The 1977 D. Lincoln cent is a fascinating piece of American numismatic history, a small coin with a big story. Minted in Denver, this 1 cent coin carries the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on its obverse, a design that has been in continuous circulation since 1909, originally created by Victor David Brenner. The 1977 D penny is composed primarily of a copper alloy, specifically 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing approximately 3.11 grams and measuring 19.05 millimeters in diameter. Though small in size, the penny holds immense significance for collectors, not only because of its historical continuity, but also because of the occasional errors and varieties that make certain specimens highly desirable. The obverse of the coin features the familiar bust of Abraham Lincoln, facing right, a symbol of his enduring legacy and a tribute to the centennial of his birth, which originally inspired the creation of the Lincoln cent in 1909. Surrounding Lincoln's portrait are the inscriptions "In God We Trust" along the upper rim, "Liberty" to the left, and the year 1977 on the right, accompanied by the mint mark D below the date, signifying its origin at the Denver Mint. Every detail on the obverse has significance, from the positioning of Lincoln's features to the font and spacing of the letters, as these elements contribute to the coin's overall collectability. Slight differences in these details, often unnoticed by the casual observer, can be crucial when determining if a coin is an error variety. Turning the coin over, the reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The reverse design includes the inscriptions "United States of America" along the top edge, "E Pluribus Unum" directly above the memorial, and 1 cent prominently displayed below the image. Every brick in the memorial, every line in the columns, and every detail in the inscriptions were carefully engraved and replicated in each strike, though slight deviations and imperfections occurred at the minting level, creating the rare error coins that collectors treasure today. The 1977 D penny, like many coins from its era, was produced in extremely large numbers, with millions struck for everyday circulation. Despite this high mintage, certain specimens became noteworthy due to minting errors. These errors include doubled dies, where the design elements appear to have been stamped twice slightly out of alignment, creating a doubled image on the coin, off-center strikes, where the planchet was misaligned with the die during striking, and die cracks, visible lines that run across the coin's surface caused by cracks in the die itself. Each of these errors can significantly increase a coin's value, especially if it is well preserved with minimal wear. Collectors today seek out 1977 D error pennies because they represent a tangible connection to the minting process and the human elements involved in producing coins on a massive scale. The rarity of an error combined with the coin's condition can make a significant difference in its market value. For instance, a standard circulated 1977 D penny might only be worth a few cents above face value, but an error variety in pristine condition can fetch dozens or even hundreds of dollars, depending on the type of error and the grade of the coin. High-grade specimens, particularly those with a MS-65 or higher grading from a reputable coin grading service, are extremely sought after by collectors and can be considered investment pieces within a coin collection. Examining a 1977 D penny closely can reveal subtle details that distinguish a normal coin from a rare error. Collectors use magnification tools to inspect the die lines, letter spacing, and surfaces of the coin. Even slight doubling in the letters or numbers can indicate a doubled die, while irregularities in the planchet's shape or thickness might signal a minting defect. Attention to detail is crucial because these nuances directly impact a coin's value and desirability in the numismatic community. The 1977 D penny is not just a coin. It is a snapshot of history, a reflection of the minting practices of the late 20th century, and a piece of the ongoing story of Abraham Lincoln's legacy in American currency. While the coin itself may appear modest, its variations and potential errors offer a world of intrigue for collectors, hobbyists, and historians alike. Each coin tells a story of the technology, craftsmanship, and occasional human error that shaped its production, and for many, Hunting down a rare error coin from 1977, D is a thrilling pursuit, blending history, art, and the excitement of discovery. Collectors often focus on coins that exhibit clear, striking details and minimal wear, as these factors preserve the historical and aesthetic value of the piece. Uncirculated coins, also known as mint state coins, display sharp relief, lustrous surfaces, and crisp inscriptions, making them particularly desirable. In addition to mint state coins, circulated coins with notable errors can also command premium prices, highlighting that both condition and rarity play pivotal roles in the collectible market. The market for 1977 D pennies continues to thrive, with collectors constantly seeking specimens with unique characteristics or exceptional preservation. Online auctions, coin shows, and numismatic dealers provide avenues for enthusiasts to acquire, trade, and study these coins, contributing to a dynamic and ever-evolving market. Even decades after their minting, 1977, D pennies remain a tangible connection to the past, offering insight into American coinage practices, the legacy of Abraham Lincoln, and the artistry involved in minting small but historically significant pieces of currency. Even though the 1977 D penny was produced in enormous quantities, with millions entering everyday circulation, a small subset of these coins became highly interesting to collectors due to minting errors and unusual varieties. These errors, while not common, give collectors a chance to find something unique in what would otherwise be an ordinary coin. Understanding these errors, how to identify them, and what their realistic market values are is crucial to anyone hoping to build a valuable collection or simply appreciate the numismatic history of this small piece of currency. One of the most sought-after error types is the doubled die. A doubled die occurs during the hubbing process of creating the coin dies when the design is impressed more than once, slightly offset. This can create the appearance of a doubled image on letters, numbers, or features on the coin. On 1977 D pennies, doubling is often subtle, appearing on the date, the word Liberty, or In God We Trust. While dramatic double dies like the famous 1955 penny are extremely rare, even minor doubling can attract collectors who enjoy spotting subtle variations and can command modest premiums in the market, often ranging from a few dollars to several tens of dollars, depending on the severity of the doubling and the coin's condition. Another type of collectible variety is the repunched mint mark, RPM. In the 1970s, mint marks were manually punched into the coin dies, which could result in a slightly offset, double, or irregular mint mark. Collectors who specialize in Denver-minted pennies may search for these small anomalies, as they represent a deviation from the standard production process. The premiums for RPM 1977 D pennies are generally modest but still appreciable, often in the range of $3 to $15 for examples with noticeable but not extreme doubling. Occasionally, collectors claim to find a no-mint mark 1977 penny, a coin that should display the D mint mark for Denver, but does not. Mainstream numismatic guides do not verify any widely accepted examples of a 1977 D no-mint mark penny, making such coins extraordinarily rare, and claims of their existence should be approached with caution. If a verified example were found, it could potentially be very valuable, but until authenticated by professional graders, such claims remain speculative. Off-center strikes are another fascinating variety. These occur when the planchet, the blank coin disc, is not properly aligned under the dies when struck, resulting in an image that is partially missing or cut off. The severity of the off-center strike determines its value. Minor misalignments often sell for just a few dollars above face value, but dramatic off-center strikes, where a significant portion of Lincoln's bust or the Lincoln Memorial is missing, can fetch from $50 up to a few $100s, depending on the completeness of the design and the overall condition of the coin. Collectors often seek out coins that are off-center enough to be dramatic, but still retain legible date and mint marks. Die cracks and die breaks are another category of error that collectors pay attention to. Over time, the minting dies used to strike coins can develop cracks, which show up as raised lines or irregularities on the coin surface. Sometimes these cracks become prominent enough to form cuts, raised blobs of metal along the crack. A well-known variety is the BIE error, a small raised line between the letters B and E in Liberty, on Lincoln cents. While die cracks and BIE errors for the 1977 D penny are documented, they usually bring only modest premiums, typically $5 to $15 for minor examples and up to $150 for more pronounced or unusual errors. Some numismatic enthusiasts are also interested in planchet anomalies, pennies struck on incorrect or unusual metal blanks. While experimental aluminum planchets were tested in the early 1970s, no verified examples of 1977 pennies struck on unusual metals are known to exist in circulation. Coins purported to have unusual planchets should always be professionally authenticated before assigning value. Misleading claims of extreme rarity or astronomical worth are common in online forums, and collectors are advised to approach such claims with caution. When it comes to realistic market values, the standard circulated 1977 D penny remains very modest in price, typically only a few cents to a few dollars above face value. However, uncirculated or mint state coins from 1977 D are more valuable. Coins graded MS 65 and higher can attract collectors willing to pay modest premiums, sometimes several tens of dollars for excellent specimens. Exceptional high-grade examples, such as MS 67 or MS 68 red, are extremely rare and can command prices in the low thousands of dollars at auction, though such sales are uncommon. For error coins, values vary widely depending on the type and severity of the error. Minor doubling, repunched mint marks, or small die cracks often bring $5 to $50 premiums, while dramatic off-center strikes or significant die cuts may fetch several $100s. Authenticity and condition are critical in determining the final value. It is important for collectors to understand that sensational claims, such as pennies being worth hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, are generally unsupported by verified numismatic evidence. Many exaggerated claims circulate online, and while rare coins can indeed be valuable, the realistic range for 1977 D error pennies is usually from a few dollars to a few $100s for most varieties, with extreme high-grade examples being exceptions rather than the rule. Collectors who want to pursue 1977 D pennies seriously should take the following steps. Inspect coins under magnification to identify subtle errors. Compare with reputable reference guides and verified examples. Weigh and measure coins to detect planchet anomalies. Avoid cleaning or polishing coins, and consider professional authentication and grading for coins that appear to have rare features. Collecting these coins is a blend of hobby, historical appreciation, and careful observation. While the chance of finding a truly extraordinary coin is low, the pursuit itself can be highly rewarding. The 1977 D penny, while modest in face value, offers collectors a chance to engage with American minting history and explore the subtleties of coin production. Every minor doubling, die crack, or off-center strike provides a tangible connection to the minting process, highlighting the human and mechanical elements behind every coin. By studying and collecting these pennies, enthusiasts gain insight into both numismatics and American history, all while enjoying the thrill of discovery. When it comes to assessing the value of 1977 D pennies, nothing compares to observing the coin market itself. Auctions, dealer sales, and collector transactions provide the most reliable indicators of what collectors are willing to pay. While standard circulated 1977 D pennies generally trade for only a few cents above face value, the market becomes far more interesting when considering mint state coins and error varieties. High-grade uncirculated 1977 D pennies, particularly those graded by reputable third-party services such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, are especially valuable because they combine rarity and condition with historical interest. For example, a typical MS 65 1977 D Lincoln cent can sell for $15 to $40, depending on the color designation: red, RD, red-brown, RB, or brown, BN, which reflects the original copper luster preserved on the coin. Coins with fully original red surfaces, known as red, command the highest premiums because they have not oxidized or toned over time. Exceptional specimens, graded MS 67 or higher, are exceedingly rare. These coins exhibit perfect strike quality, fully intact surfaces, and sharp design details with full luster. One documented example of a 1977 DMS 68 red penny reportedly sold at auction for over $7,000. This highlights the tremendous premium that collectors are willing to pay for perfect condition coins, even for pennies that were originally everyday circulation coins. Such sales demonstrate that the value of a coin is not solely determined by its face denomination but by rarity, condition, and collector demand. Error coins represent another exciting dimension of the market. As discussed previously, types of errors include doubled dies, repunched mint marks, off-center strikes, die cracks, and cuts. Within the error coin market, severity and visibility play a critical role in determining value. Minor errors, like subtle doubling or slight die cracks, may only increase the coin's value by a few dollars, but dramatic errors, such as coins that are heavily off-center or display significant die cuts, can command hundreds of dollars. Auction results over the past decade show that well-documented error coins can be among the most sought-after 1977 D pennies, particularly when verified and graded. Collectors often pay attention to graded error coins, where third-party grading services certify both the condition of the coin and the authenticity of the error. This certification provides confidence for buyers and sellers in an otherwise speculative market. For example, a 1977 D penny with a pronounced off-center strike graded MS 64 by PCGS or NGC may sell for $150 to $250, depending on the severity of the misalignment. Similarly, coins exhibiting bold die cracks or repunched mint marks, if certified and preserved in mint state, can bring premiums of $75 to $200. The combination of error type and grading certification is key in establishing market value. It is also important to understand collector psychology in the market for 1977 D pennies. Because this coin was produced in such high numbers, ordinary specimens are plentiful, which keeps baseline values low. However, human fascination with rarity, uniqueness, and minting quirks drives demand for unusual coins. Collectors are particularly drawn to coins that tell a story, whether it is a dramatic off-center strike, a subtle double die, or a perfectly preserved MS 68 specimen. Coins that display originality, clean surfaces, and eye appeal often achieve higher market prices than coins with minor wear or cleaning damage, regardless of the error type. Auction houses and online marketplaces provide a clear view of recent trends. In the past few years, notable sales of 1977 D pennies include MS 66 red examples selling for around $500, pronounced off-center strikes fetching $200 to $300, and heavily toned or otherwise aesthetically pleasing coins commanding $50 to $100. These figures underscore that while sensational claims of millions of dollars are unfounded, there is a thriving market for collectors who recognize the historical and aesthetic value of these coins. For those seeking to maximize the value of a 1977 D penny, there are several strategies. First, ensure that the coin is preserved in the best possible condition. Avoid cleaning or polishing, and handle the coin by its edges. Second, document any errors or unusual characteristics with photographs and professional verification. Third, consider submitting the coin to a reputable grading service to receive an official certification, which increases buyer confidence and often raises the coin's value significantly. Fourth, research recent auction results for coins of similar grade and error type to establish a realistic value range. The historical context of the 1977 D penny also adds to its collectible appeal. Minted during a period of high copper prices and post-1960s coin production expansion, this coin reflects the technology, artistry, and operational processes of the Denver Mint in the late 1970s. The Lincoln design, which had been in circulation for nearly 7 decades by that point, remained a symbol of American history, resonating with collectors and casual enthusiasts alike. Each coin carries with it the story of everyday America, struck millions of times, yet occasionally diverging from the standard through minting errors or exceptional preservation. Collectors who specialize in Lincoln cents often create thematic collections, seeking to assemble examples from each year and mint mark, with an emphasis on error varieties, high grades, and original surfaces. Within such collections, the 1977 D penny occupies an important niche, common in overall numbers, but with subtle variations and the potential for valuable discoveries. Hunting for unusual features, verifying authenticity, and understanding grading standards are part of the thrill of collecting and preserving these coins. Moreover, the market for 1977 D pennies is continuously evolving. As more coins enter private collections, auction sales, and online marketplaces, supply and demand influence pricing. Coins with visually striking features, pronounced errors, or exceptional condition tend to maintain or increase their value, while ordinary circulated pennies remain inexpensive. Collectors today must combine knowledge of minting history, condition grading, and error identification to make informed purchasing and selling decisions. Ultimately, the 1977 D Lincoln Cent offers a unique blend of accessibility and collectability. While it may not rival the most famous and rare coins in numismatic history, it provides opportunities for both beginner collectors and seasoned enthusiasts to explore error coins, high-grade examples, and historical context. Understanding the market, recognizing genuine errors, and approaching sensational claims with caution ensures that collectors make informed choices and enjoy the thrill of discovering remarkable coins hidden within ordinary circulation issues. The 1977 D penny, in all its variations and grades, is more than just a small piece of copper. It represents decades of minting history, the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln on American currency, and the intricate artistry and occasional imperfections that make coin collecting a fascinating and rewarding pursuit. Whether you are examining a minor die crack, a subtle doubling, or a pristine mint state coin, each 1977 D penny holds the potential to connect collectors with history, craftsmanship, and the ongoing story of the Lincoln Cent. Diving deeper into the world of 1977 D Lincoln Cents, collectors quickly discover that subtle details can make a significant difference in value. While the majority of these coins are ordinary and widely available, rare errors, unusual varieties, and exceptional mint state specimens draw attention and can command remarkable premiums in the market. Understanding how to identify these coins, evaluate their condition, and preserve them properly is crucial for any collector seeking to build a valuable or historically meaningful collection. One area of intense collector interest is rare double die varieties. While the 1977 D penny is not known for the dramatic double die seen in the 1955 or 1969 series, minor doubling does exist. Collectors look for doubling in the date 1977, in the word liberty, or along in God we trust. Even small instances of doubling are documented in collector guides and can create modest premiums, especially when paired with a high-grade, uncirculated coin. The key to identifying a true double die is magnification. Under 10x or higher, genuine doubling appears as clear, raised, and separate design elements rather than the appearance of wear or damage. Misidentifying doubling is common, which is why careful observation and comparison to verified examples are essential. Repunched mint marks, RPM, also capture collector attention. During the production of 1977 D pennies, the Denver Mint manually punched the D mint mark into each die. Occasionally, the punch would be slightly misaligned or struck multiple times, creating a doubled or repositioned mint mark. RPM varieties are often subtle, but, when correctly identified, can increase a coin's value by a few dollars to several tens of dollars. The most valuable examples are those that display clear evidence of multiple punches, yet remain in excellent condition. Off-center strikes are among the most visually striking errors. A coin struck off-center shows part of the design missing or shifted, creating an unusual, sometimes dramatic appearance. The degree of misalignment directly affects value. Minor offsets may only add a few dollars to the coin's worth, while extreme offsets, with substantial portions of Lincoln's bust or the Lincoln Memorial missing, can bring hundreds of dollars at auction. Collectors prize coins where the date and mint mark remain fully visible despite the misalignment, as this confirms authenticity and enhances collectability. Die cracks, die cuts, and BIE errors also contribute to the appeal of 1977 D pennies. Over time, minting dies develop stress fractures, which appear as raised lines on coins struck from those dies. Die cuts occur when a fragment of the die breaks away, leaving a raised blob of metal on the coin. The famous BIE error appears as a raised line between the letters B and E in Liberty on Lincoln cents. Although these errors are generally modest in value, pronounced examples in high-grade condition can fetch premiums of $50 to $150 or more, especially when authenticated and certified by professional grading services. Grading nuances are particularly important for 1977 D pennies. Coins are graded based on strike quality, surface preservation, luster, and overall eye appeal. In circulated coins, whereas evident on Lincoln's cheek, jawline, and the high points of the memorial. Mint state coins, graded MS 60 through MS 68, display minimal to no wear, full luster, and crisp details. Color designations, red, RD, red-brown, RB, or brown, BN, also play a significant role in pricing. Fully red coins, retaining their original copper sheen, are most valuable. Red-brown coins are moderately valued, while brown coins, having oxidized over time, command lower premiums. Collectors pursuing high-grade, fully red examples often pay top prices because such coins are exceedingly rare, even in the millions minted. For those aiming to spot valuable coins, attention to detail is paramount. Examine the coin under magnification, checking for subtle double dies, die cracks, or repunched mint marks. Observe the mint mark carefully. Its placement, size, and any signs of multiple strikes can indicate an RPM variety. Assess the color and luster. Uncirculated coins with strong original red color are much more desirable than brown or heavily toned examples. Use reference guides, verified photographs, and comparisons to authenticated coins to ensure accurate identification. Misidentification is a common pitfall that can mislead collectors and inflate perceived value. Proper storage and preservation are also crucial. Coins should be handled by the edges to avoid fingerprints and oils that can damage the surface. Avoid cleaning or polishing coins, as this can dramatically reduce value. Store coins in protective holders, such as Mylar flips, airtight capsules, or archival quality coin holders, away from humidity, sunlight, and fluctuating temperatures. Long-term preservation ensures that coins retain their luster, sharpness, and overall market value, particularly for high-grade or error specimens. The historical significance of the 1977 D penny adds an extra layer of collectability. Minted during a time when the U.S. economy and coin production were undergoing changes, these pennies reflect the operational techniques of the Denver Mint, the artistry of Lincoln's enduring design, and the everyday experience of Americans in the late 1970s. Collecting these pennies offers a tangible connection to history, a small copper coin that passed through countless hands, some of which may bear the marks of minting anomalies or the pristine surfaces preserved in mint state coins. Collectors often assemble thematic collections, seeking examples from each year, mint mark, or error type. The 1977 D penny occupies a unique position in such collections. While common in general circulation, it offers the possibility of discovering subtle variations, high-grade specimens, or notable errors. Enthusiasts enjoy the hunt, the comparison of coins, and the research involved in understanding minting practices, die varieties, and historical context. Ultimately, the 1977 D Lincoln cent is more than a simple coin. It represents decades of minting history, the legacy of Abraham Lincoln, and the human and mechanical elements behind coin production. Each coin, whether a minor error, a repunched mint mark, or a pristine uncirculated specimen, provides a story to tell, a story of artistry, technology, and the subtle imperfections that make coin collecting an endlessly fascinating pursuit. By studying, collecting, and preserving these coins, enthusiasts participate in a community that values history, craftsmanship, and discovery, turning small pennies into meaningful pieces of American heritage. As collectors dive deeper into the world of 1977 D pennies, they often turn to auctions and marketplaces to gauge real-world value and discover rare examples. While ordinary circulated coins are abundant, auctions provide a fascinating lens into the demand for high-grade specimens and error varieties. Auction results over the past decade show that certain coins can achieve surprisingly strong prices, particularly when the coin is certified by a reputable grading service or displays a documented error. For instance, high-grade uncirculated 1977 D pennies, especially those with original red surfaces, have occasionally achieved sales in the low thousands. One notable example is a 1977 D Lincoln Cent graded MS 68 red by a professional grading company, which reportedly sold for over $7,000. This sale demonstrates that even coins initially intended for everyday use can become highly prized collectibles when preserved in near-perfect condition. The combination of rarity and mint state, color retention, and sharpness of strike creates an allure that draws serious collectors willing to pay premium prices. Error coins also shine in the auction environment. Coins with pronounced off-center strikes, significant die cuts, or visible double dies frequently generate strong interest, particularly when verified by professional graders. For example, a 1977 D penny with a dramatic off-center strike, where nearly half of Lincoln's bust was missing but the date and mint mark remained fully visible, sold for several $100s at auction. Similarly, coins exhibiting bold die cracks or repunched mint marks achieved premiums well above ordinary circulated examples, sometimes reaching $150 to $250 depending on severity and collector interest. These results highlight that subtle variations, when combined with professional authentication, can substantially elevate a coin's market value. Collector anecdotes also shed light on the thrill of discovering valuable coins. Many enthusiasts recount finding 1977 D pennies tucked away in coin rolls, only to realize upon closer inspection that the coin displayed an unusual error or exceptional condition. These hidden treasures offer both a financial reward and the excitement of discovery, emphasizing that patience, attention to detail, and familiarity with coin characteristics can pay off in tangible ways. Hobbyists often keep magnifying lenses, reference guides, and coin catalogs on hand to carefully evaluate each find, comparing it to verified images of known varieties to determine authenticity and potential value. Market trends over time indicate that the demand for 1977 D pennies, particularly error coins and high-grade specimens, has remained steady. The coin collecting community continues to value Lincoln cents for their historical significance, relative affordability, and the potential for discovering subtle errors. Coins that maintain their original color and luster, as well as those displaying clearly identifiable errors, consistently achieve higher prices than circulated, worn examples. Collectors also pay close attention to market fluctuations in the broader numismatic field, including trends in penny collecting, Lincoln cent popularity, and the frequency of high-grade coins appearing at auction. For those looking to buy or sell 1977 D pennies, there are several practical strategies. First, always examine the coin carefully for errors, die cracks, or unusual features. Second, check the coin's color designation. Fully red coins are more desirable, followed by red-brown and then brown coins. Third, consider professional grading and certification for coins that appear to be exceptional, as certified coins often sell for significantly higher prices and provide buyer confidence. Fourth, research recent auction results and price guides to establish a realistic valuation range. Understanding what collectors are willing to pay ensures fair pricing when buying or selling. Online marketplaces, coin shows, and reputable coin dealers provide opportunities to acquire 1977 D pennies and network with other collectors. Auctions, both live and online, allow enthusiasts to observe trends and identify particularly valuable specimens. Many collectors build relationships with dealers to gain early access to high-grade or error coins, enhancing their chances of finding rare examples. Networking also provides educational opportunities, as experienced collectors can share insights on spotting subtle errors, grading nuances, and best practices for preservation. Storage and preservation remain paramount for maintaining value. Coins should always be handled by the edges to prevent fingerprints and oils from damaging the surface. Avoid cleaning or polishing, as this can drastically reduce value. Use protective holders, such as coin flips, capsules, or archival quality holders, and store coins in a controlled environment, away from humidity, sunlight, and temperature fluctuations. Proper storage ensures that mint state coins and error specimens retain their luster, detail, and marketability for years to come. The 1977 D. Lincoln cent also holds an educational value. Studying these coins teaches collectors about the minting process, die creation, and the historical context of late 20th century coin production. Collectors gain insight into how errors occur, why mint marks and doubling can vary, and the delicate balance between technology and human oversight at the Denver Mint. Each coin serves as a tangible link to history, connecting enthusiasts to the people, processes, and artistry involved in American coinage. Finally, the pursuit of 1977 D pennies embodies the joy of collecting. The combination of historical appreciation, meticulous observation, and the thrill of discovery. Whether uncovering a minor die crack, spotting a repunched mint mark, or acquiring a flawless MS-68 red specimen, collectors participate in a dynamic community that values history, rarity, and the stories behind each coin. The 1977 D penny may seem ordinary at first glance, but for those willing to explore its nuances, it offers a wealth of opportunities for learning, collecting, and connecting with the rich legacy of the Lincoln cent. Grading is one of the most crucial aspects of evaluating a 1977 D. Lincoln cent. The value of a coin can increase dramatically depending on its grade, which is determined by the coin's condition, strike quality, luster, and eye appeal. Coins are generally graded on the Sheldon scale, which ranges from 1 to 70, with 1 representing a heavily worn coin and 70 indicating a perfect, flawless specimen. Most circulated 1977 D pennies fall between grades 1 and 55, while uncirculated coins start at MS-60, mint state 60, and can go up to MS-68 or higher, with MS-70 representing absolute perfection. The surface preservation is a key factor in grading. Coins that have been handled minimally and show no signs of scratches, abrasions, or environmental damage are highly prized. Even a small nick or scratch on Lincoln's cheek or the high points of the bust can reduce a coin's grade and significantly affect its market value. The luster of the coin, or the way light reflects off its surfaces, is also critical. Mint state coins retain their original metallic sheen, while circulated coins gradually lose their luster due to friction, handling, and exposure to the environment. Color designation is another grading consideration. The 1977 D penny, struck in 95% copper and 5% zinc, will naturally change color over time. Fully red coins, RD, retain most of the original copper shine and command the highest premiums. Red-brown coins, RB, show partial toning, while brown coins, BN, have oxidized completely. A high-grade RD 1977 D penny can be worth significantly more than a BN coin of equivalent grade. Collectors often pay close attention to color because it can reflect both the coin's age and the quality of its storage over time. Comparing the 1977 D penny to other Lincoln cents helps collectors contextualize its value and rarity. For example, the 1976 S Lincoln cent or the 1972 D cent may have similar mint state examples, but the 1977 D coin is often easier to find in circulated condition due to high mintage. However, error varieties can set it apart. Coins with doubled dies, repunched mint marks, or off-center strikes are far rarer than standard circulation issues, making them highly desirable to error collectors. Understanding how the 1977 D penny compares to other Lincoln cents is essential for building a comprehensive collection. Spotting rare finds requires knowledge, patience, and a keen eye. Collectors often inspect rolls of pennies to look for subtle anomalies, such as doubling in the date or letters, small die cracks, or unusual planchet features. Magnification is crucial. Many errors are too small to be noticed by the naked eye. Lighting and angles also play a role in revealing subtle details, so careful examination under different conditions is recommended. Experienced collectors will compare suspected errors to verified examples from reputable guides, ensuring they accurately identify legitimate varieties rather than common circulation, wear, or post-mint damage. Professional authentication is another critical step. If a collector believes they have a high-grade or error coin, submitting it to a recognized grading service like PCGS or NGC ensures its characteristics are certified. Certified coins carry a higher market value because buyers have confidence in their authenticity and condition. A certified 1977 D penny with a prominent error or MS 66 plus grade can fetch a substantial premium over unverified coins. Historical context and rarity also enhance the appeal of 1977 D pennies. During the late 1970s, the U.S. Mint was producing coins at an enormous scale, but human error, mechanical imperfections, and dye were occasionally created unique examples. Collectors are drawn to these anomalies because they represent a tangible connection to the minting process. Each error tells a story of the technology and labor behind everyday currency, turning a small penny into a collectible artifact. Collector tips for maximizing value include handling coins only by the edges, storing them in protective holders, avoiding cleaning or chemical treatments, and documenting any unique features with photographs. Joining collector communities, attending coin shows, and consulting updated price guides helps enthusiasts stay informed about current market trends. Networking with experienced collectors provides insights into spotting rare coins, understanding grading nuances, and learning which error types are most sought after. The combination of grading, condition, color, error type, and historical significance makes the 1977 D. Lincoln Cent a compelling study for collectors. Whether seeking a pristine MS 68 red specimen, a subtle double die, or a dramatic off-center strike, each coin provides an opportunity to explore the intricacies of American minting history. Collectors gain not only potential financial value, but also a deeper appreciation for the artistry, technology, and human elements behind the creation of one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. By understanding the grading nuances, comparing the 1977 D penny to other Lincoln cents, and carefully inspecting each coin for rare features, collectors position themselves to identify coins that are both historically significant and potentially valuable. The hunt for these coins combines research, observation, and patience, rewarding enthusiasts with discoveries that are as educational as they are exciting. Some of the most exciting aspects of collecting 1977 D pennies come from real-life discoveries of error coins. Enthusiasts often recount stories of finding unusual pennies in rolls purchased from banks, or inherited collections revealing hidden anomalies. While most of these coins are ordinary, occasional discoveries of repunched mint marks, off-center strikes, or minor double dies excite both novice and veteran collectors. These hidden treasures illustrate the thrill of the hobby. The possibility that a seemingly ordinary coin could be worth far more than its face value. One particularly notable error discovery involved a 1977 D penny exhibiting a pronounced off-center strike. The coin was initially thought to be an ordinary circulation penny, but careful examination revealed that nearly half of Lincoln's bust was missing, yet the date and mint mark were fully visible. Once authenticated by a professional grading service, the coin sold at auction for several $100s, far exceeding its original value. Stories like these emphasize the importance of careful inspection and magnification when examining pennies for anomalies. Famous collections of Lincoln cents often include a variety of 1977 D pennies. Collectors who focus on mint errors and high-grade specimens will meticulously organize their collections, displaying both standard circulation coins and error varieties side by side. This allows collectors to study subtle differences in strikes, mint marks, and die characteristics, deepening their understanding of minting practices. Collections with certified error coins often attract attention from other collectors and auction houses, sometimes fetching higher prices due to the thorough documentation and certification of each coin's uniqueness. Professional numismatists often advise that collectors approach 1977 D pennies with a combination of patience, careful observation, and realistic expectations. While the idea of finding a million-dollar penny is enticing, most collectors will encounter coins with modest premiums for subtle errors or high-grade examples. The value lies not just in financial gain, but in the educational experience. Understanding minting techniques, identifying die varieties, and recognizing patterns in coin production. By focusing on knowledge and careful study, collectors can maximize the value and enjoyment of their coins over time. Long-term investment potential for 1977 D pennies is closely tied to rarity, condition, and documentation. High-grade uncirculated coins, particularly MS-67 or MS-68 red specimens, have proven to maintain or even increase their value over time due to their scarcity. Similarly, well-documented error coins with clear certification can serve as valuable additions to collections and as items of interest in auctions. However, the market is nuanced. Ordinary circulated coins will remain close to face value, and speculative claims of enormous wealth from common pennies are almost always unfounded. Understanding these market dynamics allows collectors to make informed decisions and invest in coins with genuine potential. Tips from professional numismatists include: always handle coins carefully to avoid damage. Use magnification to inspect for doubling, die cracks, or off-center strikes. Maintain proper storage to preserve luster and surface quality. And consult verified reference guides for accurate identification. Additionally, attending coin shows and participating in collector communities provides opportunities to learn from experienced enthusiasts, compare coins, and stay informed about emerging market trends. Networking can also help collectors find rare 1977 D pennies before they appear in public auctions. The historical context of the 1977 D penny further enhances its appeal. Minted during a period of high-volume coin production, this penny reflects both technological advancements and human factors in the minting process. Errors occur naturally within these large-scale operations, making each anomaly a testament to the combination of artistry and mechanical limitations. Collectors value these coins not just for their monetary potential, but for the tangible link they provide to American history and the Lincoln cent legacy. Many collectors also enjoy comparing the 1977 D penny to other Lincoln cents across different years and mints. Understanding variations between Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco strikes, as well as subtle changes in design or die characteristics, provides deeper insight into the minting process. Error collectors may prioritize coins that display pronounced anomalies, while high-grade collectors seek flawless specimens with vibrant red surfaces. Both approaches highlight the diversity of collecting strategies and the multiple ways a single penny can become significant. Ultimately, the pursuit of 1977 D pennies combines history, artistry, and strategy. Each coin offers opportunities for discovery, whether it is a subtle repunched mint mark, a dramatic off-center strike, or an MS-68 red specimen preserved flawlessly over decades. By studying these coins, participating in the collector community, and following professional guidance, enthusiasts can create collections that are both personally rewarding and potentially valuable in the long term. The 1977 D Lincoln cent exemplifies the balance between accessibility and collectability, common enough for beginners to acquire, yet diverse and nuanced enough to challenge even seasoned collectors. Every error, die variation, and high-grade example serves as a reminder that even a small, seemingly ordinary penny can hold stories, history, and surprising value for those who take the time to examine it carefully. To truly appreciate the 1977 D Lincoln cent, collectors must examine specific case studies of errors and high-value examples that have surfaced over the years. These examples illustrate both the subtlety and the drama that can exist in what might otherwise appear as an ordinary coin. By studying these coins, collectors gain insight into the minting process, the types of errors that occur, and the market value these anomalies can achieve. One notable case involves a dramatic off-center strike. This penny was misaligned during the minting process, resulting in nearly half of Lincoln's bust missing. Despite its dramatic appearance, the coin retained a fully visible date and mint mark, which is critical for authentication and collector interest. Once certified by a professional grading service, this coin sold for several $100s, far above its typical circulation value. What makes coins like this exciting is the combination of visual impact and collectability. They are easy to spot, yet rare enough to command attention. Another interesting example is a 1977 D double die penny. Unlike the famous 1955 double die, the 1977 D variety is often subtle, appearing on the date, the word Liberty, or In God We Trust. One particular coin exhibited moderate doubling in both the date and the word Liberty. While the doubling was not extreme, collectors valued it for its rarity relative to standard circulation coins. Certified and graded MS-65, it sold for over $100. This demonstrates that even minor errors, when authenticated, can carry significant premiums for knowledgeable collectors. Repunched mint marks, RPMs, also offer collectible appeal. A well-documented example of a 1977 D penny had a clear doubling of the D mint mark, with the second punch slightly offset. While subtle, this variety is identifiable under magnification and is prized by RPM collectors. Market prices for such coins typically range from $5 to $50 depending on the visibility of the repunch and the overall condition of the coin. These coins highlight the intersection of human error and mechanical precision in the minting process. High-grade uncirculated 1977 D pennies are another area where value can skyrocket. MS-66 red examples can sell for hundreds of dollars, while rare MS-67 or MS-68 red coins have occasionally sold for several $1,000s at auction. What makes these coins exceptional is not just their grade, but also their color preservation. Red coins retain the original copper sheen, a feature that is increasingly scarce after decades of circulation and oxidation. Collectors who focus on high-grade red coins often carefully inspect rolls, slabs, and certified coins to acquire specimens that meet exacting standards. Understanding grading pitfalls is essential for collectors. Many mistakes arise from misidentifying circulation, whereas an error, confusing post-mint damage with a die crack, or overestimating the rarity of a subtle anomaly. For example, a coin that appears to have doubling may simply be a result of die deterioration or post-mint scratches. This is why professional grading and authentication are critical when assessing coins with potential value. Certification provides confidence in both the condition and authenticity, which significantly influences market price. Collectors also compare the 1977 D penny to other high-value Lincoln cents to understand relative rarity. Coins like the 1955 double die, the 1969 S double die, and the 1972 double die are iconic and fetch extremely high prices. While the 1977 D penny rarely reaches those extreme values, it offers a unique opportunity for collectors to find errors and high-grade specimens within a more accessible price range. This balance between rarity, collectability, and affordability makes the 1977 D penny an attractive addition to both beginner and advanced collections. Case studies of extreme value examples emphasize the importance of provenance and documentation. Coins that have been consistently well-preserved, documented in prior sales or publications, and certified by major grading companies command the highest prices. One collector reported acquiring a 1977 DMS 67 red penny that had been previously displayed in a private collection. Its documented history, combined with pristine condition, allowed it to sell for over $5,000, a remarkable return for what was once considered a common penny. Error coins with extreme visual appeal also attract attention beyond the traditional numismatic community. Dramatic off-center strikes, pronounced die cuts, and clearly visible double dies are often featured in educational materials, coin books, and online forums. These coins provide an engaging way to illustrate minting processes and human errors in a visually striking manner, making them desirable for both collectors and educators. Finally, the 1977 D Lincoln cent serves as a reminder of the delicate balance between mechanical precision and human factors in coin production. Each error, anomaly, or high-grade specimen tells a story of the minting process, from die preparation to planchet striking, from human oversight to mechanical alignment. Collectors who understand and appreciate these nuances gain more than just financial value. They gain insight into a piece of American history, preserved in copper and zinc, that has passed through countless hands over decades. Preserving a 1977 D Lincoln cent properly is just as important as identifying its errors or high-grade qualities. Even the most exceptional penny can lose value if it is damaged by improper handling, exposure to moisture, or chemical reactions. Collectors emphasize handling coins by their edges only, avoiding contact with the faces to prevent fingerprints, oils, or scratches. Even small smudges can reduce the visual appeal and market value of mint state or error coins. Storage methods are critical for long-term preservation. Many collectors use coin holders such as mylar flips, airtight capsules, or archival-quality cardboard holders. Capsules protect coins from air, moisture, and accidental contact, while flips are convenient for organizing and referencing large collections. Storing coins in a cool, dry, and dark environment prevents oxidation and discoloration, helping red and red-brown coins retain their original luster. Avoid storing coins in PVC holders or other materials that may react chemically with the copper-zinc alloy, as this can cause permanent damage. Advanced error spotting is another skill that separates casual collectors from experienced numismatists. For the 1977 D penny, careful examination under magnification can reveal subtle features that are easy to miss. Doubling along the date or letters, faint die cracks, or slight repunching of the mint mark may not be visible without close inspection. Proper lighting and angles enhance visibility, making it easier to differentiate between genuine mint errors and post-mint damage. Collectors often use side-by-side comparisons with verified examples from guides, auction archives, or online databases to confirm anomalies. Rare finds often have fascinating stories. For example, one collector discovered a 1977 D penny with a faint but clear double die on Liberty tucked inside a roll of circulated pennies. Initially, it seemed ordinary, but closer examination revealed the doubling. Once certified as an authentic double die, the coin attracted significant interest from other collectors and sold for several $100s. Such stories illustrate the excitement and patience involved in penny collecting, where a seemingly mundane coin can turn out to be a valuable piece of numismatic history. Collectors also compare the 1977 D penny to other coins in the broader Lincoln cent series to understand its place within the Lincoln cent narrative. From the first 1909 VDB pennies to modern low mintage or error coins, Lincoln cents offer an almost unparalleled opportunity to study minting evolution, design changes, and historical context. The 1977 D penny, while common in circulation, provides a bridge between modern coin production and earlier historical examples. Its errors and high-grade specimens demonstrate how even mass-produced coins can hold collectible value when unique characteristics are present. Another aspect of advanced collecting involves tracking market trends. Prices for error coins and high-grade 1977 D pennies fluctuate based on supply, demand, and collector interest. Auction results, dealer inventories, and online sales provide insight into what collectors are currently willing to pay. Staying informed allows enthusiasts to make educated decisions about purchasing, selling, or holding coins for long-term appreciation. Coins with dramatic errors, verified provenance, or exceptional condition are often more stable in value and have the potential to increase over time, particularly when the collector market remains strong. Collectors frequently build thematic collections, such as assembling all Denver-minted Lincoln cents, tracking minor die varieties, or focusing exclusively on high-grade red coins. These collections not only increase knowledge of coin production and errors, but also create visually appealing displays that highlight the evolution of the Lincoln cent and the subtle nuances that make certain coins stand out. Many numismatists appreciate the educational value as much as the financial aspect, studying mint records, die rotations, and historical documentation to contextualize each coin. The 1977 D penny's enduring appeal lies in its blend of accessibility, historical significance, and collectible potential. It is common enough that beginner collectors can acquire examples without difficulty, yet diverse and nuanced enough to offer challenge and excitement for experienced enthusiasts. Subtle errors, high-grade uncirculated coins, and dramatic off-center strikes provide opportunities to explore numismatic history while pursuing coins with market value. Each 1977 D penny holds the potential to tell a story, whether about minting imperfections, preservation, or the broader history of American coinage. Finally, the 1977 D Lincoln cent embodies the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln on U.S. currency. It connects collectors to decades of minting history, the artistry of coin design, and the human factors behind everyday money. Even a small coin can provide insight into the complex processes of production, the surprises of mint errors, and the joys of meticulous observation. Collecting, preserving, and understanding these pennies allows enthusiasts to participate in a rich and ongoing tradition that bridges history, art, and the thrill of discovery. As we reach the conclusion of our deep dive into the 1977 D. Lincoln cent, it's clear that this small copper coin holds far more than its face value suggests. While most circulated examples are common and modestly priced, the hidden world of mint errors, high-grade uncirculated specimens, and subtle varieties transforms the 1977 D penny into a fascinating collectible. Understanding these nuances, observing coins carefully, and appreciating their historical context is what separates casual holders from passionate numismatists. For collectors seeking to maximize their knowledge and investment, a few key takeaways are essential. First, always examine coins carefully for errors such as doubled dies, repunched mint marks, off-center strikes, and die cracks. Magnification, proper lighting, and comparison to verified examples are crucial steps in accurate identification. Even subtle anomalies can add value and historical interest. Second, preserve your coins properly. Handle coins by the edges, store them in capsules or archival holders, and avoid cleaning or exposing them to harmful environments. Proper preservation maintains both market value and aesthetic appeal. Third, grading matters. Coins graded by reputable services like PCGS or NGC provide confidence in authenticity and condition. A certified MS-66 red or MS-67 coin can command hundreds or even thousands of dollars, whereas uncertified coins, even if high-grade, often fetch significantly less. For error coins, certification is equally important, as it confirms that anomalies are genuine mint errors rather than post-mint damage. Fourth, study the market. Knowing recent auction results, dealer inventories, and collector trends ensures realistic expectations when buying, selling, or trading 1977 D pennies. Prices fluctuate based on rarity, condition, and collector demand. Extreme claims of astronomical value should always be approached with skepticism. While some coins have fetched thousands, most error pennies or high-grade 1977 D coins remain attainable for dedicated collectors without spending a fortune. Fifth, embrace the historical and educational value. Every 1977 D penny tells a story about the minting process, American coinage, and the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln. From subtle minting anomalies to high-grade red coins preserved for decades, these pennies offer a tangible link to history. Collecting them is not just about monetary value. It is about understanding and appreciating the craft, history, and human effort behind every coin. Ultimately, the 1977 D. Lincoln cent is a coin that rewards patience, knowledge, and careful observation. Whether you are a beginner exploring error coins for the first time, an intermediate collector building a specialized Lincoln cent collection, or an advanced numismatist seeking rare MS-68 red examples, there is always something to discover. Every coin is a chance to engage with history, uncover surprises, and connect with the wider community of collectors who share your passion. A final thought. Remember that the joy of coin collecting lies not only in potential financial gain, but in the thrill of discovery, the beauty of historical artifacts, and the satisfaction of building a collection over time. The 1977 D penny, small in size but rich in stories, perfectly embodies this spirit. Its commonness in circulation belies its potential to surprise, educate, and delight those who take the time to look closely. For anyone starting or expanding their collection, take the time to learn, observe, and appreciate each coin's unique characteristics. Explore errors, understand grading, preserve your specimens, and connect with the collector community. The 1977 D. Lincoln cent is more than just a penny. It's a gateway into the fascinating world of numismatics, where history, artistry, and strategy intersect. Remember, the thrill of discovery is always in the details. Whether it's a subtle doubled die, a dramatic off-center strike, or a flawless red MS-67, every 1977 D penny has the potential to tell a story, spark curiosity, and provide years of enjoyment for collectors of all levels. So keep searching, learning, and appreciating, because in the world of coin collecting, even the smallest penny can hold big surprises. The 1977 D. Lincoln cent proves that value is not always in the face of the coin, but in its history, rarity, condition, and the eyes of the collector who appreciates it. Treasure your finds, document them, and enjoy the journey, because every coin has a story, and every story is worth discovering.